Well, let's get more now on our main story. The UN Security Council's condemnation of Syria's use of force against civilians. Dr. Murhaf Jouejati is a professor of Middle East Studies at the National Defense University, and his father was also a former Syrian ambassador to Washington and the UN. He joins us now from our Washington studio. Dr. Jouejati, do you think that this UN condemnation will have any effect whatsoever on President Assad?
Not very much. It's only a presidential statement. And what is at stake for Bashar al-Assad is the survival of his regime. So in and of itself, these are words from a bunch of angry people. I don't think this is going to change the behavior of the Assad regime. I do not think that the violence perpetrated by the Syrian army against its own citizens is going to stop.
The international community has its hands tied somewhat. Is there anything they can do apart from these strong words that you said, as you describe?
I think that they should go a step further. One, the United States and its allies should persuade Russia not to threaten a veto anymore of a stronger condemnation of Syria in the Security Council. Two, I think the Security Council should be threatening Bashar al-Assad with indicting him through the International Criminal Court on the basis of crimes against humanity. The EU could impose further economic sanctions on Syria, namely to impose sanctions on those companies that deal in the oil sector, therefore crippling the Syrian economy. It is these strong measures that are going to get the attention of Bashar al-Assad and company.
And let's look at events in Hama, because, of course, that is an incredibly significant city following events in 1982. Do you think that's making President Assad even more determined to get hold of that place?
He is determined to get a hold of every place in Syria. The massacres that have taken place are not only in Hama, but throughout Syrian cities and towns. Again, Bashar al-Assad does not feel really the heat from the international community. He is persuaded there is not going to be any intervention of any kind in Syria, and so he feels he has a free hand, and as long as this is the case, he is going to continue using violence until such time that he crushes this popular uprising against his regime.
And do you think, as we watch events unfolding in Egypt with Hosni Mubarak, do you think that will have any sway on President Assad's behavior? Will it act as a caution, or will it just encourage him even more?
Well, I think he is going to retrench his heels. He doesn't want to be in that situation. But again, if there is more pressure from the international community, what that would do is to dissuade his associates, his collaborators, and his supporters from supporting him, therefore leaving the Assad family on its own. It is those people really that are sitting on the fence that may make the difference.
Okay, Dr. Murhaf Jouejati, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.